clean. We have everything in the shots. And
Looking good, looking good. Yeah. We got our cups.
We got the cups.
We got the cups.
Yes, sir. Yeah. All right, so welcome to, I guess this is episode 00 of Heroic Play, which is essentially just a rebranded Brothers of War, which is what this channel used to be called. But you know, with the HBO show,
yeah, right.
At the time when I was 13 years old, there was no The Brothers of War.
Yeah.
So rebranded Heroic Play. That's
love
what
it.
we're gonna call the podcast. And I think the best thing we can do currently is just introduce ourselves and why we're somewhat qualified to talk about Guild Ball.
Somewhat. Sure. Yeah.
And so yeah, go ahead, Kevin. How would you introduce yourself to the Guild Ball community?
My name's Kevin. Played so much Guild Ball Season 3. Played a lot of Season 4. Game died, super sad. Background in miniature gaming, started in 40K. As a kid, I didn't really get into competitive wargaming until War Machine. War Machine took over my life, dude. It was so much fun. Had a blast, had a great community on like the Central Coast. Moved back down here, showed up to Conquest, no one's playing War Machine. No one's really playing anything, right? I'm just trying to find some friends down here.
It was me and Cody that were the only ones playing War Machine at the time.
I don't even know. So I was at Conquest one day, I was sitting with my box of War Machine stuff, waiting for someone to show up. And Cody and Andrew are playing an intro game. Octave's teaching them. I didn't really even introduce myself. I was just like creeping on them, like watching. I was like, this game looks super fun. Their game wraps up. I think Cody left, and I was like, yo, dude. I introduced myself to Andrew. I was like, that game looks super fun. We should like get a game in sometime. And you're like, yeah, that was my first game. He was playing Farmers. Went out and bought the kickoff box. Gotten super into Masons, and dude. Andrew and I met up every Thursday at BQ. Yeah. We played like 4 to 5 games every Thursday, and we just like grinded our reps, and we were like, I think we just became super good.
Dude, remember like the game chest?
Yeah.
When the Comic Quest was full, we would go to like it wasn't even like a comic store. Mm-hmm. It was just like a toy store or something in like the mall that doesn't exist
People
anymore.
play Magic there. Yeah.
So we were playing Magic and we're playing Guild Ball, and like these people would come up and be like, "What are you guys playing?" And we're like, "Oh, we're playing Guild Ball. Here's a tape measure," and then they would walk away.
Yeah. I think I even gave you my Brewers from the kickoff set.
Dude, yeah.
So like we split it, and we were just playing Mason Brewers non-stop.
Yeah.
Like, that's our most played matchup for sure, because like all we did was play Mason Brewers. I think we were like started off like 50-50, and then like Hammer got the best of you, and then like you started like figuring that out, and then we were just like 50-50 from there, and it's been super fun. So love Guild Ball, love the community we put together after that. Mostly spearheaded by Octave.
Yes.
He's the local pundit, play it painted, like did everything. Events once a month probably. And like so much fun. Yeah, we had a great community. We played tournaments all the time. We were the Southern California meta if we had one. You know, a good 10 to 16 players at all times. And I would say, you know, between like the top 4 players of us, kind of took control of all of those tournaments that we played down here.
Well,
but
there was a lot of upstarts that came through. And
for sure.
I think it was oh my god, Cody got second. He was top table one
Yeah.
And there was
Nathan Winsome, dude.
Nathan, and then there was he lives in Texas now. I can't remember his
Chris.
Chris.
I know who's playing those Farmers. Yeah.
And for context, from when we started, Farmers just got their team box. They didn't have Thresher. They only had Grange.
Yeah.
So it was Grange. They were the newest guild at the time.
True.
They were the first like half-cooked guild, I guess, because they didn't have a full squad guild.
Right. Yeah.
It was like the only way you can get Tater was by winning limited edition Tater.
Right.
And that's when we started, which I think was season 2.
It was season 3. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was like the beginning of season 3.
And it's funny because Guild Ball was actually the love child between like competitive War Machine players and League of Legends, which is right. Like if you actually listen to some of like the beginning like talks on the Kickstarter.
Sure.
And Steamforge Games actually worked with Riot.
Yeah. Did they?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I think it was like Mechs and Minions or something like that.
Interesting.
And it was like their one-off board game that Riot did. It did. I mean, like I've never played it. So it's like
I should bust it out. Yeah. I'm a Dota 2 player, like so.
It's funny because like it's like it's insane how you can see how both of those games impacted how Guild Ball
For sure.
And it's one of those things where it's like stave is Gragas, right? And it's like feats are legendary play, right? So you're kind of like, okay, like a lot of War
Machine influence there.
That's true.
The influence is highly reminiscent from Focus, and dude, the games just meshed together so well, and I thought like the balance was so much better in Guild Ball. I love the miniature style, like I don't know, everything worked. I thought it was great.
The lore is also really good too.
Really good.
It's very
really good.
deep.
Yeah.
And like whatchamacallit, our meta was not just like in, I guess, like there was San Diego meta and LA that was it. And then there was San Fran too. There was only like two.
Who came down from San Fran?
Michael. Yeah, Michael.
Shout out to Michael, dude. The whole community knows Michael. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. Like he was all
he's such a good dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
he's an awesome guy.
Yeah, so it's crazy to think that. So these cups, I think Octave has a video about them where it was like originally the first Kingdom Cup was like a plastic one that they would give to the player who.
I think I have a mug actually. I think there was a Kingdom Cup mug that I got. Like, and then I think you got that one, and I got the next one.
Yeah, it evolved.
It did.
At first, it was you didn't do too good. Here's the Kingdom Cup, and then like there used to be like a West Coast Nationals or like regionals. Yeah. But then the Kingdom Cup took over that in 2017 or 18. I can't remember. And then it lasted like 2, 3, 4 years. And then COVID hit and the game ended. But no, I think Fulmination still went on.
Yeah, dude, I love Fulmination too.
That was good.
Anyway, we're gonna have ourselves, we're gonna plug the next Kingdom Cup, but Andrew, why don't you do a little introduction? I mean, you kind of already did, right? You kind of, but like, what's your experience like wargaming, like competitive?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, so I actually did a lot of competitive War Machine back in the day. Like, so the crazy thing is, like, Comic Quest is the local game store, right? So you went to Comic Quest way back in the days before they moved.
Dude, I would, like, before they moved, they were on El Toro. I would, like, ride my bike with my brother, and we would have, like, our Warhammer stuff in our little toolboxes, and they would be all beat up because we were, like, riding our bikes. We didn't know how to play. They had, like, the upper story. I don't know if you ever went to old Comic Quest. No. They had, like, a 2-story, and people played up there. It was super fun. But, yeah, it was good memories. Me and my brothers and friends just riding our bikes to Comic Quest, buying Pokemon cards, like, you know.
It's crazy because it was the spot for wargaming for a time, and then they moved and became mostly comic-based. Yeah. And then they had the section for Warhammer, and then this is flash forward, where I was 13, and my buddy showed me Comic Quest, and I bought my first Warhammer minis.
Nice.
So I bought it when they moved, and then flash forward another like 2-3 years when War Machine Mark 2 comes out, and one of the workers there was whatchamacallit, he was actually repping War Machine. And he was like, you guys gotta play this game, and he knew the local press ganger. Yeah. And because me and my friends were so pumped on War Machine, we ended up, at the time, I didn't even know it was Kelly, but Kelly was like, do you guys want to like do tournaments here? And we were like, yeah. And so they started playing war games again because me and my friends.
That's so cool.
And now they've expanded
to where they like a huge selection of war gaming.
They're mostly war gaming now, which is crazy because that whole back room is just for games. D&D, war gaming. It's funny because I do D&D there too. It's like come full circle. And but enough about like the local store and all that, because it's just such a gem. Like, and I mean, I don't know. I think Octave's the one who's going to be filming and streaming that tournament
for sure.
But a little bit about myself. I was mostly War Machine because we started playing it.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
Lord, jeez. Well, it's a party foul.
What can you do? Oh Lord! Anyway, we'll wait. He's gonna pick that up. I'm gonna plug some Kingdom Cup. You know, coming up in May. Our Kingdom Cup is coming back. We usually have it at Kingdom Con sadly died. I was gonna put it in general terms. It died, yeah. Last Kingdom Con was where Andrew got his cup. It was so much fun, and we keep its memory alive, or Octave does, by hosting a Guild Ball tournament. And so we have one in May. If you guys want to travel, come out to it, come see it. I think we got like 8 people signed up right now. So
yeah, I'll see if I can. Depends on work.
Yeah.
And the thing is Michael. I think Michael's going.
I think Michael's coming from San Diego or San Francisco. He said he might have a friend. He's trying to teach the game and come down. So I think we can get some people from around. You know, we want to really fill it up. We want to bring Guild Ball back. Maybe not to the height that it was, where we were playing literally a tournament every single month, and we had at least 12 people showing up every single month.
I think
we can get there.
No, I think
I love
once people get the print on demand stuff, because like we have newer players now, so like there's Chris, who won, was it MCP at LVO?
Yeah. Did he? I don't know.
He won some big event at LVO, and he got a bunch of print on demand stuff. And it's like, how teams?
Yeah.
Aaron's coming back.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. And then whatchamacallit, like, I do think, especially if it puts this on like Gubs and Discord and stuff, like people will definitely hear about like.
I think so too.
Stuff like that.
It's in Orange County. Everyone wants to go to Orange County. It's a great area. Play some games on Saturday. Go travel on Sunday.
Exactly.
Or is it on Sunday? I think it's on a Sunday actually.
Yeah. Well, it's vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa.
Or literally probably like 30 minutes from the beach.
For sure.
For like 5 beach. Yeah, actually. So it's literally a really good vacation spot. It's basically like it'll be like kind of a baby LVO.
Yeah.
For Guild Ball.
Yeah, exactly.
We just have amazing food, like Disneyland is what,
right here.
45 minutes.
Bring your family.
Exactly. Easy.
Wife and kids. Go to Disneyland. Play some Guild Ball with us. Everyone wins.
That's right. And so basically, the reason I guess we're making this episode is to show why we're qualified to talk about like Guild Ball, and we're gonna start with Masons first. So essentially, the way Heroic Play is gonna work, unlike most like podcasts which are like an hour or 2 hours long, these are gonna be like hyper focused, a little more bite sized, especially for newer players. So I understand there's probably a bunch of people who are either coming back to the game, starting a new guild. For example, we're both starting Shepherds.
Oh yeah.
Right, and that was one thing I wanted to do to support Steamforged Games, and this is my plug. You guys need to support Steamforged Games. You guys gotta do print on demand stuff. If you can't afford it, at least download the STL.
All you have to do is download it. Don't even have to print it.
Right.
If you're like I understand there could be some bad blood with the community and SFG, but if we want this game to continue and we want this game to continue to have miniatures available for new people to get into this game, we have the community project. If FSG doesn't live up to what they want to do with this game, we have the community project.
Absolutely.
Who's going to run the team, but we need SFG to provide models. And to do that, we got to show interest. And I think there's been a lot of buzz on Discord, on Dubs, from us buying stuff, so.
Well, they added new regions.
Stuff.
They
added new regions. That's crazy.
Is now in, and then there's a couple more as well. And so, like, the reason we're saying this is, and one thing I want to say is, I think this was kind of always the plan. The way they killed it and the way they resurrected it weren't the cleanest. The Q&A showed signs of life.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the Q&A video was definitely very, very good. And not only that, but they had, and I don't think a lot of people know this in the community, they had like what, 6-figure plus offers to buy the item.
For sure.
6-figure plus. I wanted to buy that.
Yeah.
It was literally buy the place that I'm in, like the studio that I'm in right now, or buy GB.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like $120,000 plus for the IP if you turn that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason I didn't throw my hat in was because I heard a conglomerate of people.
There was, I think,
was it 300,000?
I don't want to speak for the people who are involved for the community project, but I think they did come together. They offered some kind of money, and maybe someone could correct us, but they turned it down, and so they do want to. It's their baby, They started the company. This is the game they started with, and it's fantastic. I think it's the best game on the market right now.
Yes.
Technically on the market, I guess, because now models are available. So, just excited to play the game again.
Pound for pound, probably the best miniatures game there is out there right now. And that's coming from a guy who's making a miniatures game. Like my game is actually quick plug. My game is actually almost out.
Yeah.
Like straight up, like the website's almost done.
Dude, I'm pumped for that too.
Yeah. So just think, from someone who's literally making a miniatures game, has a trademark for a miniatures game, has play tested one for 4 years. Guild Ball is one of the cleanest games.
So clean. So good.
So yeah, I think anything else you want to do for the introduction episode, Kev?
I think that's. I mean, I don't we're pretty good within our meta. So hopefully we know what we're talking about within our meta.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I think we're pretty confident Guild Ball players.
Yes. Well, I mean, the European meta, I've had my rounds in the Brewers Facebook group.
Yeah.
Oh my god, before the Tapper buffs. Oh my god. Tapper and
Was
Quaff.
this like on forums before they killed forums, or was it on?
No, it was on Facebook. It was on Facebook. I was like, bro,
Alright.
please leave me alone. Anyway, the European meta and the West Coast American meta is very different.
Yeah.
But we hope not to necessarily clash our ideals, but to bring light to why we think our meta has its strong points.
For sure.
And I think we'll go for that. So episode 1 will now be about 15 to 20 minutes on the Masons Guild.
Let's do it.
Let me reset.